Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
I didn't hear it, so.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. This your host, Dre Bailey.
And this your man, Goose Thomas. What's good, people?
We got Sherm in the building for
Sherm
the
the
2019.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to be back at home again.
And Mr. Controversy
All the
himself,
time. All the time.
Bill Logan is in the building, man.
Yeah,
we are celebrating the new year with some white Hennessy here at the Guerilla Cross Studios.
Oh, boy.
That's just what we do, man.
Quan, you want some white hand, dog?
And we got some, look,
It's always racial.
Come on, dog.
but if it was black Hennessy, you would want some.
Yeah, I'll take some down. Don't worry.
If it was that dark.
If it was that dark.
Look, man, Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show, man, every Saturday, 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time, man. We appreciate everybody chiming into the show, man. We have a fabulous and great show for you guys today, man. If you feel like being a sponsor, please reach out to us at lettheballbounce@gmail.com. If not, man, shoot us, DM us, man, on our IG at Let the Ball Bounce. You can also reach us at Let the Ball Bounce on Twitter, and that's with one T. Real talk, man, and Let the Ball Bounce on Facebook, man, where it is the hottest sports talk page on the social media, man. I have to keep it 100, man. This is nothing that we're proclaiming to be the best sports talk show, but this is something that the people has given to us.
Yes, sir.
You know, we allow the people to have a voice, man, especially on the Let the Ball Bounce sports talk page. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Your man, Goose Thomas.
Sherm in the building.
And Mr. Controversy himself,
Yeah.
Bill Logan. Appreciate Mark Quan59, man, for opening up the Guerilla Cross Studios, man. Download that Guerilla Cross Studio app on your phone, Guerilla Cross, and you're able to listen to us, man. And also follow us on Facebook, whether you're on our personal page or at the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk page, man. We're going to give you guys a quick score real quick of that Colts-Chiefs game early.
Yeah, early.
And we're going to give you the score on that game real quick.
14-0 right now. Chiefs on top, man. I say the Colts got them right where they want them, man.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, man. Colts got them right where they want them,
Alex
man.
Smith ain't quarterback in the Chiefs.
Hey, man,
no more,
I'm not
man.
going to go there. I'm not allowed to speak Alex Smith's name.
Who told you that?
I'm not allowed to
I
speak
thought it was Lonzo.
Alex
That
Smith.
part.
Him, too. Not allowed to speak his name either.
Okay.
Both of them off limits. Done.
You're a hater.
Considered. Considered
Oh,
a
so
hater.
you're considered a
I'm
hater.
considered
If you-
a hater.
Who cares? This is your show.
Well, see, here's the thing.
That part.
Here's the thing.
And if
man.
you don't
When-
like it, go get your own damn show.
Right. But here's the thing, though. When you start to speak and you have factual information in regards to someone, people don't tend to like that. I don't know why, though. Like, you're supposed to like facts. You're supposed to facts are what drives debate. But
Not in the new millennium in them.
in 2018, 2019, I guess facts don't matter.
No, that's opinion.
They mean nothing.
No.
I mean,
My opinion.
they rather hear the statistics versus actually watching the game, and that's where the I guess the divide lies.
Well, let me tell you something, man. It's okay to have a difference in opinion.
Sure.
We're always going to have a difference in opinion. I mean, if you're married or if you're in a relationship, there's always a difference in opinion in whatever you do.
Yeah.
Right? So just respect another person's opinion, give yours, and keep it moving.
Keep it pushing.
But when facts are brought on the table,
Yes.
Mm.
You can't ignore it.
Can't ignore it.
You cannot ignore facts.
Some people say they don't feel comfortable when they call in because you guys don't respect their opinions.
No, okay, and let me go ahead and get this misconception out there that Let the Ball Bounce don't respect anyone's opinion and vice versa.
It was only one person, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, it was only one guy.
Well,
one guy.
And we know who it is.
Well, I'm
Yes.
going to go ahead and let everybody know. I'm going to let everybody know that us here at Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show, we respect everyone's opinion. That is hence why we allow, and I'm going to say allow, why we allow you to come and call into the show and speak your opinion or fact. If we didn't respect your opinion, we wouldn't be accepting not one damn phone call. Trust that.
I won.
Or allow you to come on to the show. Period.
Oh, we definitely allow that.
Oh, we allow that all day.
And invitations that have been
Right.
sent out have not been.
And everybody knows
Been
if you
returned.
if you are a new Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk follower on the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk group on Facebook, Dre Day likes every post from every single body. If I can get a chance to get onto that post, I'm gonna like every single comment. That's me telling you guys that I like your opinion.
I respect it at least.
Duh.
At least that.
And the thing is we've said this many times on our show that we're gonna have debate. You turn on your TV and there's debate shows all around. Our page is no different. When you call in, it's no different. We're gonna have debate, and the four of us are gonna debate each other all day.
Yep.
And then afterwards, we all have a toast.
Yes.
We all shake hands. We all go
We
laugh.
laugh.
And then we all talk to each other throughout the week. It's never personal.
Never
It's
personal.
sports.
When
That's
did it,
all it is.
When did it become a problem to rebut an opinion?
It's not an issue.
Some people don't like that.
It shouldn't
Boy.
be an issue.
Get out your feelings, man. There's always going to be a difference of opinion. If Bill says something that I don't agree with, I'm going to give him my rebuttal, and we can keep going back and forth. But I'm not for to leave the studio and be like, man, I don't want to be cousins with him no more.
I ain't messing with Bill.
Boy, that makes no sense.
It never comes down to that.
No.
I mean, how many times do us collectively get a boy stop?
Yeah.
How many
All the
times?
time.
Dre has an opinion that he's gonna post this week, where I'm gonna end up cussing him out when he posts it. I ain't gonna spill the beans now.
Yeah.
But he's gonna post something I'm gonna be pissed off at, and then we gonna go play ball this week.
Yep.
Hit the gym this week.
Yep.
We all have things that we disagree about, and then there's things that we collectively agree about.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of sports. It's one of those hot topic things,
Yep.
but it's still all love. Don't be afraid to come share your opinion. And if you don't bring it, then we going to let you know.
We're going to let you know. So before we really dive into it, because we got a lot of sports to talk
Yes,
about.
we do.
What was did you guys make any New Year's resolutions?
I'm still going to type with caps.
God
I might,
Resolution.
I might block or unfriend somebody. So nothing's really changed.
Deal.
So nothing's really changed. That's the way it goes down.
Billy Logan, ladies and gentlemen. And there you have him.
I don't do 54. I don't do resolutions.
In a nutshell.
Yeah.
Billy Logan.
What about you, Goose?
None. To get better as a person. Like, I think that should be an everyday
That's what's up.
resolution, not just to start the new year. I slept through the new year because I had to get up and get on that blade in the morning.
Right.
I ain't see no fireworks and it's another day. Anytime I can get up and put my feet on the floor,
Right.
God has blessed me.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the new year.
I tell people all the time, the blessing is waking up.
How about a
the
new
rest
day?
of it is easy.
How about a
Easy.
new day?
Easy.
How about a new day resolution?
Yeah.
Anytime you get to put your feet on the ground
That's it, man.
and get up,
And that's what it's all about.
simple and plain.
What about you, Sherm?
I'm kind of like the fellas. I didn't do any resolutions. I made a commitment though to reach out and help more people. Like I
That's
did
what's up.
my Christmas and my New Year's. That's how I saw the new Mayan movie theater, because I went into the old neighborhood and started passing
Yes,
out
sir.
gift bags to the homeless.
That's
Okay.
right.
And so
Be careful doing that, by the way.
hey,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
man,
Food, they
Man.
tripping.
yeah,
They're tripping
I
on the
started
food.
a mini riot.
Yeah.
That's why, but you know what? That's why Metro don't want people to do that, because some of those people are,
yeah.
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 Yeah,
I
It's a-
realized that.
yeah.
There's a method to that madness. It's not no, don't give them food. No, it's a method to the madness.
Right.
Yeah.
It does start a
It
little thing.
creates.
Yeah. So I had to go
tension.
find ones who were just isolated, sitting
Sure.
behind
Look
a
at my-
dumpster.
In my department, we have a department that cleans up the homeless
Yeah.
areas.
Mhm.
They have to have Metro and
Mhm.
everybody out there with them when they're cleaning up
Yeah.
because basically you're taking some of these people's whole life
Yeah.
in that shopping cart.
Yeah.
You know, and they have to have Metro out there because man,
Sure.
it's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. But that's the only thing. I just want to be able to personally give back to those ones, and I feel that that's gonna help me grow.
They're people too.
That's right.
Well, my New Year's resolution was, as far as it wasn't nothing. I didn't really make one, but one thing I did say that I was going to do was I was going to be more active on the actual sports talk page.
Mhm.
And when I mean more active, that is actually putting you in the mind of what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling at the moment and how I feel, period. And so this year I started off on a great note, which will take us right into our subject.
Building
said
your
that
brother off on them.
I said that I was going to start posting things that either I really feel or I want to just post
Yeah.
and have a great debate on. And so this is what we're going to start out with. I put out a post earlier this week that said James Harden is hands down. And I can't forget the hands down part.
When y'all saw the hands part, you should have known.
James,
but they weren't. So go ahead.
James Harden, hands down, is a better offensive scorer than Kobe Bean Bryant.
Mhm.
And the reason that I said that is because I've always valued Kobe as being probably, and this is going to hurt to say on the air, but you got to say it because it's real, because I'm able to step out of my feelings. The best one-on-one basketball player of all time. And this is past Michael Jordan.
Mhm.
We're talking about one-on-one.
Yeah.
We're not talking about team, getting his teammates involved. None of that. We're talking about one-on-one.
For the sake of context, who's your favorite all-time basketball player?
Michael Jordan.
Okay,
Yep.
go ahead. And
Period.
Non-debate.
Yep.
Non-debate there.
Not debatable with me.
Yeah, non-debate there.
Right?
So when you're saying James Harden is the best one-on-one player, including Michael Jordan, you're not coming from a biased standpoint. Is my
I'm not.
Hmm.
So,
Better score.
better score.
Yeah.
Not rings. Not playoff wins. Better score. In my opinion. Maybe I should have put that in my opinion.
There you go.
But I thought that everybody would think that it was an opinion, not a fact.
Yeah,
But anyways,
people.
in my opinion, I said that. So, in my opinion, I believe that James Harden is just, and I had Kobe at number one, being a better scorer than Kobe. You cannot stop this dude. Not saying that you can stop Kobe, but you cannot, in my opinion, you cannot stop James Harden. Whether people want to throw a travel in there, people want to throw the fact that he doesn't have any playoff wins or anything like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actually flat out scoring the
Giving
ball.
you buckets.
Buckets, layups, jump shots, whatever. Just getting you buckets.
How do you want it?
How can he not be?
How do you feel?
You feel me? That Jodeci effect.
Yeah.
How can James Harden?
Yeah.
How can James Harden not be in the conversation?
Oh, he's definitely in the conversation. No one's here to debate that. You
I don't
shouldn't
know.
be here to debate that anyway. Not
on
that
the
part.
page, it was highly debated, though.
Sure.
My thing is this: we have to take out some of our bias and then also look at the context of it.
And then you need to tell me how you feel, though.
I didn't agree with you when you first put it, because to me, I thought Kevin Durant was the most unstoppable offensive force I've ever seen.
No, Kobe Bryant was,
at seven,
in my
at
opinion.
7 feet. But Kobe was number 2 to me, and I've debated many people. Kobe was better offensively than Jordan, right? But when you watch James Harden, whether it's Kawhi Leonard, Giannis, whoever, Paul George, when you watched him in that video versus Kobe Bryant, he gives it to everybody, isolated, as if it was a pickup ball game. Ain't no screens coming. He's not coming off of a pick. This is one-on-one, a couple of dribbles, step backs, and three-pointers. I'm not saying bullying to the rim like a LeBron. This dude is shooting threes and getting off getting separation.
And probably making more layups from that position than any other shooting guard.
Oh, he's definitely getting to the bucket.
This dude is amazing at just the offensive
That's it.
side of the ball. And yeah, there's other greats. There's the Jordans and stuff like that, but we didn't see this. Now, I'm not ready to say he's the greatest offensive weapon. I'm not ready to put him there. But he's in the discussion, folks. Whether y'all want to put him there or not, he's in that discussion.
Yeah, we can't. I don't think you can not put him in a discussion, because I mean we're seeing it. We're seeing it live. We're seeing it firsthand. What he's. I mean, the streak that he's on now. What, 10 straight? 30 and 10 games or whatever it is. Like, you can't.
I know the last 3 or 4 games he didn't have 40. I'm like,
yeah,
damn.
that's undeniable stuff. Like, you can't deny that. I'm just looking at, in totality, when you look at entire careers versus, small portion sizes. Now, again, we can't take away what James Harden is doing currently and has done, the past 2-3 seasons. Can't deny that. But when we're talking about sample sizes, we're looking at, entire careers from, your LeBron James, your Kobe Bryants, your Michael Jordans. We're looking at entire careers from those guys. But we're just looking at a small 3-year sample size of what James Harden is giving us, and then we're putting him here. In sports, in a sports context, that's not necessarily fair to compare everyone else's career and say, yeah, they did this in a 13 or 16 or even 20-year span, but then we got a guy over here that we're giving 3 years and we're putting him up there with those guys.
Well, we do it with Steph Curry. Steph Curry is climbing the list.
Yeah.
And
he's currently third right now.
Currently third.
Mm-hmm.
But what I've seen on the page and heard from other people is that he's the greatest three-point shooter of all time. But guess what? He's still number 3, and he's climbing. Yeah. But people have already put him on that pedestal already, way past Ray Allen.
He is, and Ray is my favorite player of all time.
I mean,
and he ain't finished yet.
Right.
So I'm just backing you up when you say
Totally agree.
In totality,
and I'm one of those ones that have said, and not to cut you off, I'm one of those ones that said, hey, Steph Curry is the best shooter I've ever seen. And I gave my reasons. The reason why I said that is because he's deadly from anywhere. Like, off the dribble, 5 feet behind the 3-point line. Like his anything, spot up. He does everything. And he's done it better than anyone that I've personally seen do it. Your Reggie Millers, your Ray Allens. I mean, any shooter that you can put in that conversation, he's done it better than all of them have. Again, he's sitting currently in 3rd place and about 753s behind Ray Allen. That's like 4 seasons.
And he's probably got about another 10 years left.
This is what I'm saying.
And with Curry, it's just the eye test.
Sure.
We've all watched basketball.
Yeah, sure.
But when you see this dude shoot, you have to give him that acknowledgement of, man, I ain't never seen nobody shoot like this before.
Right.
I mean, at some point, when he comes across half court, you have to pick him up.
Like
because
ASAP.
he can pick that thing up and let it go, and he's hitting that.
There ain't never been nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
Not at half court, but
No.
Steph.
Right.
Yeah, he changed the amount of feet that people are picking up their man from.
You have to.
Let's just be honest. Your guy Dre Bailey.
Hey, your man Goose Thomas.
Sherman, the building.
Mr. Bill Logan, man. Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show, man. What's your question and what's your name, number one?
Is this am I live?
You are live.
This is Chris Matthews. What's up,
See,
baby?
Matt, what it do, bro?
What up?
Hey, it been a minute, bro.
You waited till I came back
You
on,
know,
man.
it's been a minute.
He did.
I had to.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's just the new year working.
Yes.
You got mouths to feed,
Life.
but I had, you know how it is. But
Absolutely.
how you fellas doing? I mean, just to a man, I appreciate what you guys are doing. I want
Yes,
to just jump on in. I don't know if you guys are synced up with the Facebook conversation because it sounded like you guys were talking about Harden when I was on Facebook. But
Yep.
maybe
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Here's my thought, and I agree with you on Harden being a great offensive force.
Yeah.
But to me, this is where there's a separation. Harden is dribble, right? Step back, three. Now, you just can't discount doing that over and over again. That's wet. I mean, he is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then he does the other move where he dribble, breaks you down, throws the oop to Capella, or he lays it up or dunks it sometime when he's feeling kind of nasty.
Right.
But the reason why I wouldn't put him in the Kobe sphere is because when you get to this area of the game where you got to get buckets in a multitude of ways, what I mean by that is post-up, fadeaway, mid-range, these different kind of ways to get buckets that Kobe and Jordan had.
Yep.
If Kobe shot wasn't hitting, okay, I'm going to put you in this post,
Yep.
and I'm just going to work you.
Yep.
Now, you notice with Harden, the reason why his playoff numbers are so suspect is because when the coaching staffs of the other teams take away dribble, step back, or your shot's not falling, what are you going to next? Where's your post-up game? Where's your mid-range game?
He has no post-up
Where's
game.
these other, so that's why I disagree with everyone saying the greatest offensive player, because no, his bag is limited. I had a post that said these are his skills: dribble,
Yep.
step back, three, layup, travel, and free throws. If you really break down his game,
You threw travel
what
in
does
there,
he
though?
do in the mid? And travel is one of his skill sets, right? And look, let me tell you about Harden. I got love for Harden because he's from my hometown, Compton. He's a Compton kid, man.
Yeah, he's a
and
Hub City
he
dude.
went to Artesia. I followed him. So I'm not even hating on him like that. But the prisoner of the moment is when a guy like that doesn't really have a complete bag. Kobe had a bag.
Yeah.
Ask Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady was like, Kobe, if his shot wasn't falling, he's going to get you. And if his shot's falling, you're just done. But Harden, to me, is a limited, when it comes to crunch time in a 7-game series, when that shot ain't falling, what you got, Harden? Are you going to, where's your right hand, Harden? Where's your drop step in the lane? Where's your mixed up in your game? And I think that's where he falls short. So that's kind of my thought on him.
When I was watching the game last night, the Cleveland game, and they just isolated him the whole time.
One-on-one.
Osman.
Yep.
At one time, Osman was he got fouled, and he was at the line, and he was looking over at James Harden, was shaking his head like, man, I can't do nothing with this dude.
Yeah.
But it's like
you can't.
It's like, bro,
you can't.
y'all need to run a double team at this dude.
Yeah. When he's
Get the balls out of his
And
hand.
the crazy thing is when you run a double team, the man can pass out of that double team, right? So I really agree of what you said, Chris, and that's a great
Absolutely.
rebuttal to that.
Appreciate you,
because
C-Mac.
Kobe can do it from the post. He'll dunk on you. He can make his free throws. And he did. He shot a decent percentage from the 3-point line.
How many
Okay.
tools would that be? Is he a 5-tool offensive player?
Right.
I think Kobe was a 5-tool because if you really look at it, Harden is he can dribble. He got hand. So let's say handle, that's a tool.
Yeah.
The shot is wet. The 3-point shot is wet. I don't think Harden has a mid-range game.
But there's not a mid-range game in the league, so
There's only two people that have mid-range games, and that is Kawhi Leonard and your boy
DeMar
KD.
DeRozan.
KD got one.
Well,
KD got it.
I think the mid-range game kind of left by default though.
Maybe Westbrook.
due to the advention of this Golden State Warriors team that we've seen, and they've single-handedly taken the mid-range game out of basketball.
They have.
Right.
And it's crazy because because we all grew up on the mid-range game. I know I did. I honed that skill because I was kind of like a tweener. I was big, but I wasn't big enough. You know what I'm saying? To play in the low post. So I said, you know what? Let me step back and try this 15, 17 footer and see how this works. And it worked for me. Hitting that baseline 15, 17 footer or
it's
you know,
panties.
Yeah, that's wet to me. So
Wet.
that says Steven Senior panties.
Yeah, that's what we used to say.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's been single-handedly taken out of the game, and everybody is rushing to 24 feet.
Then it
so
evolved to draws.
But do you notice? But you guys notice that when the playoffs come, the reason why the Warriors became transcendent is because they had the guy who had the mid-range game in Durant. Durant gets you on the post with that one-leg dirt, or he pull up with that. I mean, so you need it because really, when they were up 3-1 against the Cavs, it was the mid-range game that was lacking that lost them the series. If you go back because your boy Curry his legs got weak and jelly. So my point is, with a guy like Harden, he looks good. I call him regular seasoned salt because in the postseason,
regular
you need
seasoned
that
salt.
Look.
Hold on, Chris. Y'all didn't pick that up, dog.
Oh, I picked it up.
Regular seasoned salt, bro. Wow.
That's what he is.
Wow.
When that play-
Yeah.
That's a good one, boy.
Really?
That's a good one.
You know,
Hey,
they call the playoffs a lot tighter
Sure.
in the playoffs than they do regular season. So a lot of those calls that Harden gets in the regular season, he does not get in the playoffs, like, you know, drawing fouls and things like that.
Yeah.
But
and the basketball guy's not going to give it to you like that because
they're not.
over 7 games, it's disrespectful-wise. The guy's like, look, you're not going to keep dribbling on me. You better go do something different, like a post game. And frankly, I'm not here to throw LeBron in here because I'm, you know, my point is that's what's taking him to ASA Finals because as limited as his jump shot is, LeBron gonna bully you. He get you on the block. He got some tools that will get sorry teams to Harden don't got that thing where when his shot ain't rocking, when that three ain't falling, what do? He gets all sulky. He don't got that other gear. But really quick before I go, I wanted to say something about Curry too and that whole thing about the reason why they are a transcendent team. There's only a few transcendent teams over the last 60 years. And I'm not even a Warriors fan. I'm a Lakers fan for life. But they're transcendent because they took something that was never you had to have a big man, right? You had to have all this kind of stuff. Yep. But they transcended truly when they added Durant because Curry, and I hate that people don't like this either, he's kind of a 3-tool guy too. A dribble, a ridiculous transcendent three-point shot. He can get you from the pull-up. He can get you off the screen. He is just otherworldly. But when you think about it, when you need that championship push, it was Andre Iguodala in the mid-game.
Sure. That is true.
With the rebound. It was Durant coming down, just giving it to you on all levels, left box, right box.
Right.
I mean, this guy. So you need that component, in my opinion. Well, that's what we see to win championships. And the players who have that, bless Harden, he got to go to the gym this summer and get that backup post up. He's big enough. Get a fadeaway post up consistently. Get a right hand. And then maybe he can be the greatest offensive player. But to put him in Kobe's sphere right now with these relaxed rules.
It's a little tough, man.
And it's a little, but anyway, bless you, brothers. Thank you for my time. I'm gonna listen now, let someone else speak. But it's been a pleasure, and I'll get with you guys
all right, brother.
Another time. Okay.
Yes,
Love
sir.
you,
Chris,
right.
man, we appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
man.
Look, man, let me tell you one thing I do like about what Harden does is he's able to get himself to the free throw line. So if he's not hitting threes, he's driving to the bucket, and he is at the free throw line more than anyone in the National Basketball Association.
No doubt.
Period.
For the last 3 seasons.
Right? Knowing how to draw fouls. And so what do we tell our kids, or what do we learn when we growing up? If your shot is not hitting, get to the free throw line so you can get into some type of rhythm. Yeah. That's what he does, man. Yeah. And so that is one of the reasons why I put him up there. Now, when I said I compared him to Kobe Bryant, I wasn't comparing him to Kobe Bryant as a total player. I was saying offensively, one-on-one and being able to dictate whether you go through the free throw line or make your bucket.
Sure.
That's just what he does, man.
Yeah.
And that's one thing he has over Steph Curry. Steph Curry's not beating you off the dribble for a three-pointer. He's not going to take you off the dribble one-on-one. He's going to come around screens and shoot that three. Or he may take you off the dribble and drive to the bucket for a layup or a teardrop.
Right.
But he's not going to break you down at the three-point line and then pull up a three in your eyeball. Like, he's just not going to do that.
Body strength, lack of body strength won't allow him to do that. But, I mean, his quickness, like you alluded to, can allow him, and his handle allows him to get around people and get to the bucket and eventually draw fouls. But he can't, like, get anyone off of him with a, the old vet slight push off or anything like that. And
he needs that pick.
Yeah, his lack of,
and he only need half a pick, really.
So,
that's it.
That's all he needs is a little bit of daylight
because his quickness to get there.
Yeah, I mean, his lack of physical strength and his lack of height, doesn't allow him to do that. But with what he's been given physically, I mean, I say the dude's doing what he can do with what he's been given physically.
Now let's just say that James Harden has 40 points.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, at least 20 of that is from the line.
I know.
God dang, who else is doing that?
No,
20 points from the free throw line?
Unbelievable
So you
stuff.
can get mad at him all you want to, saying, half of those was free throws. Well, last I played and last I knew is that the points from the free throw line counted also.
They count.
They do.
They count.
I don't like it when I watch it, but because I think there's some flopping in it, and I think the refs gives him some favoritism. He sells it a lot, but that's part of the game. I don't personally like it. There's a lot of stuff that we don't personally like within the game. A lot of us like the hand checking rules and the hard foul rules.
Yeah,
those just aren't part of the game anymore. So we as fans have to just adjust.
You have to adapt, bro.
Gotta adjust, though. Simple and plain. Score update. The Colts just blocked a punt and scored a touchdown. It is now 17-7 in the second quarter.
Still early.
Out there in Arrowhead.
Still early.
Told y'all that the Colts had them right where they wanted.
Still
y'all
early though. Still early. I got the Colts.
In the
I mean, I got the
in
Chiefs
the snow.
Yeah.
In the snow.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Go ahead, Sean.
I was going to say this too. When we comparing certain attributes between one player and another, we also have to we have to eliminate the thought of what their resumes are and who they are as a player. See, there's people who are better at something, whether it's handles or shooting or just scoring or defense, but they may not have the resume.
Sure.
And so what happens is in our debates, we'll go back and say, well, look at their rings or this. We're not comparing resumes because there are some players whose resumes will never be beaten. I mean, you talk about a Bill Russell in those Celtics, or you talk about a Kareem or a Jordan. Those resumes won't be beaten.
Nope.
But there are players who, as a player, is better than a Bill Russell. I think that there are players, and I've had this debate. I think that Kobe was a better player one-on-one than Jordan. If they played one-on-one, I think Kobe would win. That's my personal opinion. No, you're good. But he doesn't have the resume that Jordan. I think LeBron would be in that category, but they don't have the resume that Jordan have. I made a funny comment that God Shamgod wouldn't be ranked in the top dribblers, and Robert Parrish is a better dribbler because Robert Parrish has a better resume. We have to stop. We have to be able to separate the two. Because
that's when emotions come in.
That's when right. There are people who just have better right. And
emotions make you cry sometimes.
And I think
he's better. Well, he got 5 rings. Oh Lord,
that had nothing to do with it. And I think that's what Dre was trying to get everybody stirred up about with the James Harden thing.
Exactly what it was.
So keep that in mind when you bring your debate.
But look though, but
it's always good to
stir the pot.
Bring the rings.
Stir the pot. Gotta stir the pot.
Because no matter what I say to him about my Dallas Cowboys, all he was doing was putting 6 up.
That part. That part.
He do it to me too, Billy.
Keep looking up.
What?
Keep looking up.
No matter what.
He do it to me and Goose too.
He put like
I think that's the safety net.
He put like 8 Giphy 6s up one time. I was like, God dang. Okay. Okay.
I think that is people's safety net. That's people's safety net, and that's people's fallback. Like if you got anything to say about Kobe, they gonna show that gif where Kobe looks over to the side and he goes, like 5, right? 2, so, but this is what I really wanted to do. I really wanted to bring people out of the woodworks and get our live viewing from 9 to 50, like the 50 people that came out of the woods to comment when I talked about Kobe Bryant. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We are our own worst enemy, and I do posts about that every week.
It's been for 3-4 years since I've been around. So
we talk so much crap about ESP, the 4-letter network, and Fox Sports. Everybody talks so much crap about these other networks, but you have a network that is created from your own, but that you don't support, unless they talking about Kobe Bryant. I'm gonna need y'all to get out your feelings
for 2 seconds, just for 2.
Come on, man.
We've been saying this for years, literally like years. Like
it's gonna be them same people. When it blow, oh man, I've been
riding with him the whole time.
I was down with him.
What time the show come on again?
Boy, stop it.
What time the show come on again, dog? If you still asking what time the show come on, dog, I can't even.
And we have literally not changed the show time,
literally
on purpose.
It hasn't been changed.
So we don't want people to come with the excuse, well, man, I used to watch it, but y'all changed the showtime. Absolutely not. It's been the same.
Don't even try it.
We added a showtime.
We
never changed our original. This is our original showtime right here. Saturdays at 2 p.m. Hasn't changed.
Yeah, don't even try it.
7.5 years hasn't changed.
Since 11 p.m.
Right. Since 11 p.m. on Sundays.
That
was the last time it was changed.
That was
7 years ago. Yeah, man. So stop with the excuses, man.
Yeah.
But we do welcome y'all calls. So, I'm not going to say no names because I try never to. But call in. I mean, we're not going to – look, I know there must have been something, and I still haven't gone back and fully listened to it, but there was the debate regarding the one Laker player that's debatable, the player in his second year, and one of our listeners. But we all welcome the calls to come in. You have an opinion.
His name was Johnny Youngblood, for those of you that didn't know.
Quan is such an ish starter, bro.
Man, messy.
He's just
What you say, messy?
just pressing the envelope, ain't you? Just push the envelope.
I was just bringing facts.
Hey, there it is. There it is.
There
That's
you
what
go.
I'm talking about.
There you go.
Call
what I'm
in.
talking
I mean,
about.
we all like, and you may say something that's going to change, or maybe not, our opinion. But call in.
Well, okay. Now we've moved past the James Harden because it's going to be ongoing. Because we'll wait till Monday. I got something for y'all ass.
I'm gonna be so
But look,
mad.
though.
I'm gonna be so mad. If you post what I think you're gonna post, I'm gonna be so mad.
Look, Sherm started a post this week about one Kyrie Irving and the reason why he left Cleveland. We're going to talk about that right now.
Interesting stuff.
Look, it was.
Take
It's
a
been
sip of my white Henny.
It's been an ongoing thing about whether or not LeBron is a good teammate or
Take a
not.
sip of my white privilege right here.
Why you at?
So
Let me
good.
do this.
It
Let me
tastes
do this.
so
good.
I've been drinking this since birth.
Right.
My white privilege tastes so good. Can we toast to the white privilege, please?
This
Hey,
white
toast to the
privilege,
white privilege.
this white privilege right now never tastes so good.
Never tastes so good.
Goes down so smooth.
Oh boy.
It's so smooth.
Oh boy.
Brought to you by Pure White.
Pure white.
Cognac.
And let me tell you
Pure
this.
white privilege. Right
And
in a bottle. In a bottle.
And drinking this, it'll make you not want to call the cops.
White privilege in a bottle. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
It's one thing to have white privilege, but to have it in a bottle,
Yeah.
now you're stepping into a whole nother dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Commercial.
That is.
Cut.
it's been said that LeBron had backstabbed Kyrie Irving, forcing him to want to leave Cleveland.
Backstab, though.
And I think that was the key word.
I
And
never said it, so
I know you did.
Backstab.
But Sean Johnson, SHUN.
SJ.
and the thing
We've
was
been trying to
and
get
that-
him on the show too, and he's
For 7 years,
Bring
boy.
him in here.
that's my guy.
He can sit right by me.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Can't block me in real
Every
life.
time,
That's my
every
little brother.
Can't block me in real
every
life.
time Sean misses a show, he loses an inch. The boy is about 5 foot tall right now. He started out at 5'7". Come on, man.
God. Come on, SJ.
Oh man, that's
Let's
bad.
get it together, bros.
But for some reason, he's on this kick that LeBron backstabbed Kyrie. So my only point of it has been that looking at LeBron's track record through his high school years until now, he's the type, at least from what we've seen, to always try to pull his fellow man up. One of the knocks on LeBron is that he's too loyal to his teammates, whether it's Tristan Thompson or James Harden or any of these other, J.R. Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Any of these players, he's helped them. And
He was
wanted
definitely too loyal to J.R. Smith.
them. Right. He's trying to get Carmelo back
I'd have
in the
left
league.
him out in the cold. Sorry.
Right. So my point of contention has always been, why would LeBron backstab Kyrie, who the whole reason why LeBron wanted to go back to Cleveland, not only to fulfill a promise, but there was another star on the horizon there. LeBron is the one who called the play for Kyrie to take that last-second shot against Golden State, seeing the matchup, Kyrie versus Steph Curry.
That's just smart basketball. That's just smart basketball.
That's smart
That's
basketball,
smart
right?
basketball. Steph Curry was the weak link. He was the worst
Right.
defender out of the other 4 players on the court.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's just be honest.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
You
So
go at the weaker link.
So my
Break him
thing
down.
was, when LeBron said, "I'm coming home," there was a huge headline by Kyrie saying, "We don't need him. I don't find it necessary." Now, for some reason, we swept that under the rug, and then 4 years later, when Kyrie leaves, it's, well, Kyrie wanted to leave because LeBron was a bad teammate. He backstabbed him. He blah 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 blah. And I'm like, wait. Kyrie never wanted him there anyway. Kyrie chose to leave. Now, we can all leave for whatever reasons we want. I made the same analogy, and I don't know if it sticks, but I said, listen, I haven't been on Let the Ball Bounce for the last few months because I had family situations.
But it was Dre's fault, though.
But it was Dre's fault. and Goose didn't let me get enough shine, and Bill took all the stats away. How disingenuous would that be?
Yeah.
I can just say, look, I had other things I had to do.
Yeah.
And Kyrie Irving could have said the same thing,
Yeah.
but it came out as if it was LeBron's fault.
Sure.
Now Kyrie has been backtracking a little bit, saying, well, no, I just want to find my own way and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's what you should have said from the beginning.
In the beginning, yeah.
But that's something that we said in the beginning. Sherm has some other things that he has going on.
Yeah.
He'll be back,
I
right?
said that.
But
That was voiced.
I bet you rumbling around in the darks, it was, I wonder what they did to make Sherm leave. I wonder why Sherm left. It's always going to be some negativity regarding anything that we do.
Yeah.
Okay? That's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
But what I see with that situation, with that Kyrie Irving and that LeBron James situation, is that LeBron really wanted to come back and win one for Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was going to get done or not, at that point, it was remain to be seen. But Kyrie always wanted to be the man, quote unquote, of his own team.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And you can say that.
And right now, I can't even honestly say that he's the man of that Boston team.
That Boston team did go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I'm talking about right now. You got a Jason Tatum over there.
He's not playing well right now. He gotta step his game up. He's not playing well.
struggling.
But Gordon Hayward is now.
Gordon Hayward is playing well,
Mm-hmm.
but then that should give more motivation to Jason Tatum. I'm a Jason. I actually like Jason Tatum.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna say I'm a fan because I'm only a fan of one NBA player ever. But I lobbied for Jason Tatum when he came out of Duke because we always had a debate.
And I was opposite.
Yeah, you were opposite. We always had a debate about, Duke players and them not faring well in the National Basketball Association. We always had this debate. And Jason Tatum was one of the ones that I said when he was a freshman at Duke, I said, this dude is going to be nice, y'all. Just wait on him.
And he is
Just
nice.
wait. And he is, but he's not playing well right now.
Well, I blame that, and it's not really a blame. They still have chemistry issues that they have to figure out, right?
Yeah.
Hayward missed all of last year. Now they're integrating him back into the lineup. And so now rotations have to be made, and cats have to start playing less roles or either more roles now that he is back. Jaylen Brown is the odd man out right now. Like his playing time is down because Hayward is back.
Sure.
Right? And so if you really want to, point the finger at anybody, it's really trying to figure out what lineups they're going to run with and stick with it so those teammates can actually thrive in that system.
Yeah. Score update 24/7 now.
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
They still got him right where they want.
Right where they
Look,
want.
CJ said, y'all need to stop it. Kyrie is a clear leader. No one has questioned
We
his
haven't
leadership.
said that at all.
Who questioned his leadership?
I'm gonna go on the opposite, man. I don't think he's that great of a leader.
I'm with Goose.
I don't think he's
We
that
haven't
great
said
of a leader.
We haven't said it, but I'm with Goose.
Describe leader. Like I mean, I don't know where we're going with that. And I love you, CJ, but here's where we got to split. I don't agree that he's a great leader. What makes him a great leader? Like we have to,
because he hit a shot.
I mean, we gotta explain that.
It was at Duke.
Oh, because what did he play?
He played 4 games. Man,
Played
stop
10
it.
games in the Duke
It was
uniform?
before LeBron got to Cleveland.
Boy, he stayed hurt.
Okay. They won 8 games.
And he stayed hurt.
So
They
it
won
was-
8 games.
So it was Game 7 of the
That's what
Eastern
made
Conference
that's the
Finals
only
last
that's the
season.
only
No,
Oh, because he
in
made the
Boston.
last shot. He
No,
made
in
the last
Boston.
shot.
In Boston.
in Boston. Oh, when he was hurt.
He was hurt.
Oh, I'm trying to figure it out. Look, I agree he's a great player, but you have to give me a little bit more. Matter of fact, call in
But
and give it to me.
I think
Give us a little bit
I think
more.
probably what he's saying is leaving Cleveland
Mm-hmm.
and leaving underneath LeBron
Mm-hmm.
and going out and wanting to go on his own.
That I have no quarrels with that.
He's thrusting leadership upon himself.
Okay, I have no question. I have no
and
quarrels.
That's probably what he did.
Okay,
Now
then we can.
now you have to be a leader of that 14-member band that you have
Right,
now.
but to me that's
know.
not leadership. That's just self-awareness.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
independence.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's just
but
being a
he
self-aware
did
man.
thrust him upon himself
Yeah,
he
yeah,
could
no
have just stayed in Cleveland.
Yeah,
And
And
bit
probably
the bullet.
won
Yeah.
one
Right.
more, maybe.
Yeah,
yeah,
and probably won one more.
sure,
Up under LeBron, but he said no. I think I want to go out and
yeah.
do a venture.
Well,
on my own.
that was based on LeBron taking the leap as well. Like he didn't know. Like he was caught in a back and forth. It was like a double dutch. He didn't know. So for that, I commend him for stepping out on his own and saying, hey, I want to be elsewhere. I think I can thrive elsewhere. But to say that he's a clear-cut leader, I need
Gotta see more.
examples. I
Gotta
need
see more.
examples
Gotta
of
see
that
more.
clear-cut leadership. I
Gotta
just
see
can't
more.
go off of I'm
Look,
stuck.
Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Thank you, man, Goose Thomas.
Sherman, the building.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Controversy himself, Bill Logan. Man,
Yeah.
we got to call. What's your name, man? What's your question?
Yo, what up? It's CJ, man. And I done had enough of all
Yeah.
this nonsense.
Yeah.
Y'all in there spewing a whole bunch of nonsense. You,
Yeah.
sir,
Yeah.
and Bill standing over there ain't saying nothing.
I said my piece. I said him
Listen, man.
leaving thrusted leadership upon himself.
He was a self-aware man.
No.
We can't be mad at
He was
that.
selfish. That was my piece.
He's a self-aware man. We can't be mad at somebody being that's a sign of growth, brother. Being self-aware is a
Man,
sign
y'all
of
play
growth.
that tape back. If y'all play that tape back, y'all hear Dre saying, I'm not sure. if he's the man on his team, then I'll make a little comment and Dre act like he ain't say nothing.
Boy, let me tell you something. Is he the man of that team?
By far.
Right.
Clearly, he's the man on the team.
When he plays. Gotcha.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry. How many games he missed this year?
Oh, he missed a lot.
A lot.
let me ask you this, CJ.
Okay.
Because
sir.
when he was the man in Cleveland, how well did that Cavaliers team do?
Is that Sherm? I couldn't hear the
that's
question.
Sherm.
I'm sorry.
That's Sherm.
So I was saying
I couldn't hear the question.
that's okay. So when he was in Cleveland prior to LeBron, he was the man, undoubtedly, right?
No question.
How well did that
That's
team?
fact.
Okay, how well did that team do?
It's in history, man. The team was terrible.
And
Total.
and when he went to Boston, and he got hurt, when he was in Boston, the team seemed to fare better after he got hurt last year, right?
No, I wouldn't agree with that.
But they did
I
go
would,
to the Eastern.
I would say that the team excelled despite his absence.
Which
But
means that was
they
that
were
good
playing
coaching?
well with him.
Was that good coaching?
Oh yeah, they got one of the best coaches in the league.
Go ahead though. You can finish though.
Yeah, Brad Stevens is.
No, I mean,
He is.
pretty good.
He is.
It's pretty good.
I would say that he's one of the top coaches in the league.
Yeah.
But that's because they had talent though, man. Rozier was a monster.
Yeah, no,
Tatum came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Brown came out. Your
Right.
boy Al Horford was balling.
Right.
You know, the whole squad was balling.
Yeah.
But y'all talking about Kyrie not the man on that team, and he is. And then your boy got a problem with where he wanted to leave because Braun was hogging up all the spotlight. And that's facts. That don't make you a bad teammate.
Okay, so let me ask you this question, CJ, while I got you on the phone. When you say hogging,
Please.
what comes to mind are two people. That's Kobe Bryant and Teen Wolf, right? So, in my opinion,
Teen Wolf had to haul. Hold on. For the record, time out. Teen Wolf, his team was horrible. He had to haul.
Okay.
He had no choice.
So my point in saying that is that's what I think of when I think of hogging the damn ball, right? So when you say that, when a person leads their team in points, rebounds, and assists by just default because he's just that good of a player, how can you consider that hogging?
Nah, man, that's bad. I'm just talking mess. I don't believe LeBron was hogging, the spotlight or anything, but Kyrie wanted his own squad. He
his
didn't
own.
want Bron.
And if you listen to the interview when he got traded and he went on First Take, that's exactly what he said. He said, "Hey,
exactly what he said.
Yeah, there's nothing between me and LeBron. I just want to go
my
out
own team.
Yeah, I want my own team.
And nothing's wrong with that. Nobody got on Michael Jackson when he wanted to lead a Jackson 5. He wanted to be his own
Jermaine
man.
left first. Jermaine left first.
I didn't.
Jermaine started the chain reaction.
Jermaine
brother.
left first.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
something
but
new.
Michael always knew that he wanted to be on his own.
I didn't
though.
know Jermaine left first. But CJ, to your point and to what Bill said, I think we all agree with that. We all agree that if Kyrie wanted his own team, there's nothing wrong with that. The reason why that post have 100 some odd comments was because one person said that LeBron backstabbed Kyrie. Kyrie never said that. Kyrie just said, I want him on shine.
Yeah.
Even Kevin Durant said, it's not that LeBron's a bad teammate, it's the media around LeBron
Can make it toxic.
it toxic. But he didn't say LeBron makes it toxic.
Exactly.
But everybody feeds into, see, I told you, LeBron's a bad teammate.
Yeah.
So when people like myself
That's media, man.
defend it, we're defending the points of the backstabbing or LeBron is toxic. Because none of these players have said that.
No.
That was my point.
Well, let's pick.
Let me get educated, fellas. Let me get educated. One, educate me on this. Was Kyrie name floated in trades before he decided he wanted to leave.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's LeBron's fault?
Okay, so wait a minute, hold tight now. If we know that his name was floated in trade, and we know that man is not only the biggest thing ever happened in Cleveland, but he the GM, he get a whole new squad whenever he wants. 7 new dudes. I need them tomorrow. Boom, there he go. and now Term saying he drew up the play for the game winner.
Well, actually, Sean said that. Sean said that.
So
that
he
was
the player.
CJ. Wait, hold on.
Now he the GM and the coach.
He's Bill Russell.
Now,
He's Bill Russell.
Right. We trying to say Bron didn't know about that. Bron didn't know. Oh, I didn't know anything about it.
Well, I'll clarify that point because I made that point. So, according to the reports, and these are people that we all use as sources and tout them, from Dave McMenamin to Woj, to Shelbourne to Windhorst.
Yep.
They all said that when LeBron heard that Kyrie's name was involved in those trade talks, he was like, no. If you can get those dudes, get them without trading the kid. That's what he said. That's what they all said.
That's what he said.
The kid.
That's how he referred to him.
He sure wasn't talking about Tristan Thompson.
But I mean, I don't. So the next part is going to be, well, that's a slight. He was just saying, don't trade the kid. That was the quote, right? Mm-hmm. So he didn't want Kyrie traded. Now Kyrie may have been hurt because he was in trade talks, and that's understandable,
right?
But to imply that LeBron forced or pushed those trades, everybody said that was not the case.
Well, William Logan, we're thinking about trading you. I want you to go home and see if you can get a good night's sleep on that shit.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's impossible, bros. It's impossible, bros. When you are an integral
third base,
a part of a team, and your name comes up in trade talks, I don't care how hard you are, you're gonna be in your feelings, bro.
No question.
And he should have
That's
been.
natural.
Some of y'all walking around with your girls putting your name in trade talks. If you was to find out, I'm pretty sure y'all ass would be in the woods.
Y'all crazy. Hey, man.
Whoa.
I'm up out of here. I appreciate the time, man.
CJ, man, we appreciate you, homeboy.
Yes,
Good
sir.
looking, man. Oh, man, the big homie CJ.
CJ in the building, man.
Yes, indeed.
Somebody
man.
in trade talks.
He is a hoop head extraordinaire, man.
Yeah.
Love CJ, man.
Cleveland fanatic. The boy is knowledgeable, too.
Absolutely, man.
It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Kyrie wanted to be the man on his team, and nobody is faulting him for that.
Not at all.
But don't blame another person for Kyrie wanting to explore his options.
When
Absolutely.
it happened,
it
was a whole
was a
lot
frenzy.
of Cleveland people
a
that was
frenzy.
mad at him.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and this is
He
what
ain't
I
gonna never do this.
Right,
He ain't.
right.
I was like, man,
this is what I say to that.
wow.
Now,
Like they did KD too.
the exact same way, but KD's situation was obviously different,
was a
man.
free
You
agent.
talking about somebody that just really wanted to win a championship. Like that was his whole deal. Like he spent 9 years or 7 years in OKC, and let's be honest. Once we're talking about the OKC situation,
Right.
Once Daryl Morey, not Daryl Morey, Sam Presti decided not to give James Harden the extra $2 million and give it to Serge Ibaka,
Boy, please.
instead, who is now on another team by might we add. That's where that ship sailed. The
Tragic.
ship sailed for an extra $2 million.
That's it.
Which is petty change when we're talking
the
about the
NBA.
National Basketball Association.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's petty change.
Yeah.
So nobody, and it's funny, nobody mentioned Sam Presti being at fault in that. Big Dave Robes, I know you a OKC fan. You even have to admit that part, brother. That ship sailed over $2 million, which is petty change in this league.
Yeah.
Have to know that.
Yeah.
We have to. But in terms of Kyrie Irving, let's get back to him. My point was with Kyrie Irving, he was just being self-aware. Simple and plain. Nothing else. He was being a self-aware man. He saw writing on the wall. He read it. He said, you know what? Let me go and skip town, man. Let me get on up out of here, man, because I see the writing on
That
the wall.
hurts, though, man.
It does.
Let's
It
pick.
does.
Les Pickett brings up a great point. He did say what you guys already confirmed, that Jermaine Jackson was the first to leave the Jackson 5. And he made a song called "Don't Take It Personal."
Don't take it personal. Yeah.
Don't take it
bitter
personal.
with the sweet.
Jabs. Hey.
Easy come, easy go.
Jabs, bro.
Yeah.
But we all know, even though he was the first to leave, that Michael Jackson was clearly a star of his own.
Oh, he was a star.
Yeah.
You can't. Come on. There's no
what
denying
you saying,
Michael
Dre?
Jackson.
So what you saying?
So what I'm saying is Kyrie Irving thought or thinks in his mind that he was the star of that team, and he wants to take his talents to
be in
Boston.
town.
So Kyrie was Jermaine Jackson.
No.
Mm.
Kyrie was Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's a better comparison, actually. When you give him Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about Michael Jackson right now because I got my own feelings about that situation, and it's bringing. Me back.
LeBron
Let's
James
stick
is
to
like
sports
Tito.
here.
He's like, you know what? I just want a team.
I just want to be a part.
I just want to be a team.
I just want to be
Randy.
a part. I just want to high five people.
I just want a team.
Just want to high
That's that
five
Jason
people.
Garrett.
Yeah.
I just want to high five
Yeah,
people. That's all.
I'm just like Tito, Randy.
Yeah, I don't want nothing
uh,
else. Just want to high five
yeah,
people. That's it.
so,
I don't want nothing.
Yeah.
Just want to be a part of the squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great debate. Right now,
Excellent.
man, Kansas City Chiefs are putting a whooping
Mhm.
on the coast, but are they still where they need to be?
I think they're still right where they need to be.
Alex Smith not
you gotta
quarterbacking
understand.
it,
You
like
got to
I said.
understand here. But see, that's the thing. Alex Smith had a 28-point lead. Patrick Mahomes only has a 17-point lead.
Ooh.
Alex Smith. Patrick Mahomes.
Understood. But that Chiefs defense was the number 5 defense in the league at that time.
This is true. Justin
Alex
Houston,
Smith is
Tom
still
Had
the
it all in there.
Alex Smith is still a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes, numbers wise.
This guy.
Not even numbers.
Not even numbers wise, bro.
How long Patrick Mahomes been playing?
Over a course of a career? Sure.
Exactly. Look, ain't that the same thing that happened?
Sure.
You see
Okay.
what I'm doing?
He's a better. Yeah.
You see what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing? though?
Look, Alex Smith,
13 years of stats
Patrick
versus
Mahomes.
1 year of stats.
Exactly.
Alex Smith,
How come I can't do it with
Patrick
that,
Mahomes.
but everybody else do it with the basketball? Well, Kobe Bryant stats, he played longer, but yeah.
20 years.
He
Yeah.
played 20 years in the league. It's
Yeah.
going to be skewed.
So right now,
Mhm.
Alex Smith
He's
numbers.
a better quarterback.
And he may be done.
Hey, is that White Hennessy almost gone? It
Yeah,
gotta
he's
be.
done.
We need to finish this thing before it's all over with. Period.
Anyway,
We actually had a request from somebody on Facebook to turn off Dre's mic.
yeah, turn it off.
He's the host. We can't turn off Arsenio Hall.
You know what? Actually, we should turn your shit off.
Whoa, the Hennessy.
I'm
Hold
sorry,
on.
this
Hennessy is talking.
Yeah.
He's-
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
We're
This,
live.
I'm sorry. Hey,
This-
look, I'm
this that-
sorry. This is a Christian show.
This that Trump version right here. You can just say anything you want.
Swear jar is filling up today on
Yes,
Dre's
yes.
end.
Well, I'm sorry, man. I owe you $5 to the pot.
Yes, indeed, man. $5. Yes, indeed.
Is it $5 or $1 every time?
For every
5.
every
Okay.
curse.
So I'm looking on Google, and this is kind of off subject, and they were selling empty pure white Hennessy bottles.
For how much?
Empty. $45.
Okay, give me that
Are you
bottle.
kidding me?
Give me that
What?
bottle.
That bottle is worth
That
something.
worth something.
What? Empty pure white Hennessy bottles.
Keep that.
I got 2 of them at home.
Yeah.
I said,
Keep that.
who would want an empty pure white Hennessy bottle? Do you know what you have to do to get pure white Hennessy?
Travel.
Take it. Thank you. But just take a 3-day cruise to like Ensenada.
Yeah.
Get it on the boat.
Yeah.
Like, it's really not that difficult, guys.
Nobody want none of your bathtub brew, right?
It's the bathtub brew. but look, for those of my people on the West Coast, California, Nevada, Arizona, drive to Long Beach.
Yes.
Park at the port.
That's it. That's all.
Get on the boat.
That's it.
Buy as many cases as you feel and drive them back.
That's all.
It's not. I brought 3 cases back. 3 cases back from Fort Lauderdale.
How much a case?
On the boat they were $300.
Ooh.
I price matched though.
Oh.
Got them for $2.
Mm.
So I ended up buying the extra 3rd case.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So I brought back 18 bottles total.
Well, I'm gonna fill my empty privilege bottle, 40% volume.
Cream soda.
I'm going to fill it up with regular Hennessy and sell it.
Why not? Why not?
It's ridiculous.
I think the bottles alone are going for anywhere from $175 to $200.
Oof.
Yeah, from when I googled it.
Okay, well, I got 3 bottles at home.
Yeah, but people.
But since
people
we
trip
drink,
out, people trip out when you say, "Hey man, give me $80 for the bottle, or give me $100 for
yeah,
the
they
bottle."
do. Well, I'm gonna tell you this: if I'm able to sell this empty bottle, and I'm gonna say this in front of the world right now, and you guys, if I'm able to sell it for $150, $175, whatever, I'm gonna split the proceeds with you guys.
That's cool.
But I'm
man.
actually not going to give it to you. I'm going to put it towards the show.
Boom. There you go.
Some more
We'll
of
take
these good bracelets and
Take
hats.
Right?
Shout out. You understand me?
Big ups to everybody who's supporting the LTBB crew, man, every Saturday, 2 p.m. and every Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. And everybody who is supporting all of the Let the Ball Bounce sports talk radio show attire, whether that's via bracelets, hats, T-shirt, whatever, man. We're going to have some more stuff coming for you guys this year. More probably some hoodies that we haven't done yet, some beanies.
Hoodies gotta come.
Yeah.
Gotta do the hoodies, man.
Do some hoodies and stuff for you guys, man.
That'd
So
be crazy.
we appreciate you guys, man, for chiming in to us, man, every single week. We appreciate all of you loyals, all of you people who out there who really support us and really look for the best in us, man. So we look for the best in you, man, and keep us on our toes, man. We love you guys, man.
Absolutely,
We love it, man.
Yes, indeed, man.
Yeah. Football, man.
Football.
Right now.
Pig skin. Gridiron.
Iron. Right now, these young Chiefs are putting hands on the Colts.
At the start of the second half.
But Goose said this is where the Colts want to be right now.
Colts got them right where they want them, man.
Okay.
Got them right where they want them.
Well,
24-7.
They got another half. They
got
better
a
get
whole
going.
another 30 minutes of football.
They better get
left.
going.
Yeah, better get going.
You better get going.
But I mean, if we remember, we go back to, when Andrew Luck, or when Alex Smith was quarterback in this Chiefs team.
Check down, King.
I'm not gonna go there. I'm not doing it. Sherm, you will not. You will not bait me into speaking ill of our former 49er quarterback. You just won't. Sorry, guy. It's not gonna happen. Anyway.
I'm just curious why all the teams that when he left, the teams excelled.
Again, Sherm, you will not. You will not bait me into speaking ill of our former 49er quarterback, sir. Thank you. Anyway, there was a playoff game where when this was the time when the Chiefs had the number 5 defense in all of the land.
In all of the land.
All of the land.
They were the number 5 defense.
The land.
They were that was a tremendous defense that they had. Tremendous. I mean, all three levels, from the D line to the linebackers to the DB.
Justin Houston.
Oh, just unbelievable. Oh God, unbelievable. And
Marcus Peters.
It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And they had a 28-point lead versus these same Colts. Tell me how that game ended.
I'm gonna need you to stop bringing up old stuff.
Anybody want to take a guess how that game ended?
How well did Alex Smith do?
He had a great first half.
Second half, when the collapse happened.
Notice I said he. I'm not going to mention.
Well, what the defense do though?
Smith by his name.
Y'all not speaking on the defense though.
This is what I'm saying. That's my point. You had a defense then who was top 5 in all of the land. They couldn't keep
Marcus
Andrew Luck, who most people deem a bust.
We're talking about last year.
Most people deem a bust.
Mm-hmm.
Most of those people are on our Facebook page.
And one of them is in
he
the
hasn't
studio.
been a bust ever since he's been there. I'm sorry.
But this is the same dude that came back from 28 points down to will his team to victory. Same guy.
The offense couldn't continue putting up points.
He better get going.
Hey, man, I don't know what happened to the offense, man. I don't know. I'm not certain.
What did the defense do, though?
Clearly, they didn't stop nobody. We know for sure that happened.
Why you don't want to talk about that, Sherm?
I don't mind it. I'm just wondering why the offense just stopped doing what they were supposed to be doing.
Why did the defense?
It wasn't because of Alex, though.
Come on, thank you.
Timeout.
You watch that game.
Thank you,
guys.
Thank you.
You watch that game.
Look, Bill. As an offense, your job is to score the football. When you don't score the football, you're going to blame that on the defense.
And if you have a top 5 defense, it is to keep them out of the end zone.
Okay, so they were just supposed to keep holding, and the offense just stopped scoring.
Well, I mean, you got a 28-point lead.
That's
3 and out.
That's 28-point lead.
This is why football is the ultimate team game. Right here, full example. This is why football is the ultimate team game. Right here, what we're speaking about. If I as a defense, I go out there, I'm making stops. I'm making stops constantly. But my offense is doing nothing to aid me. Whose fault is that?
It's not Alex Smith.
They aided them in the first half.
3 and out. After 3 and out,
they aided them in the first half.
So for another 30 minutes, I was just supposed to go out there and hold, and my offense just wasn't supposed to do nothing?
That tells me
that's something new.
That tells me that the coach, head coach, made the proper adjustments.
Sure he did.
When he made those adjustments, Alex Smith couldn't do nothing when he made those adjustments, right?
Okay.
But what adjustments did the defense make? They actually did worse in the second half. Stop it.
They did.
Football is a game of adjustments.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what Nick Saban didn't do in the second half of that championship game.
He couldn't adjust.
There
was nothing to adjust to.
But he didn't make any adjustments, though.
Clemson had better athletes.
They just weren't good.
Clemson had better athletes.
You would think in an NFL game, 28 points is enough. Being up 28 points is enough to win the game.
Hey, look, man. We've seen comebacks before in this game.
For sure.
Like, it's not 28 points.
It happened that game.
28,
but that wasn't
did.
Alex Smith's fault, though.
I'm not going to put it solely on him, no. But your job is to score the football. Your job is to lead your team. They couldn't even get a field goal, Bill.
That's called
this is my thing.
Defense from the Colts in the second half.
So where was the OC? Where was the OC adjustments?
None. You can't put that on Alex Smith, though.
I'm not going to put it squarely on him.
Man, y'all put it all on him.
But again, your job as a quarterback.
He said, man, y'all put it all on him.
Your job as a quarterback
is to be the offensive coordinator, too?
Offense.
Man, stop it.
If you see something that's not going right, hey, man, this ain't it. Can we switch it up? I mean, these grown men out here.
Well, apparently they did try to switch it up, but Captain Checkdown just decided to continue.
I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there.
Captain Checkdown.
And it could have been Kansas City just had a great first half.
And they
just
sat
28
down.
points.
And they sat down.
In the second half, they kind of came to, went back to who they were offensively.
Yes.
But the defense...
you know what? No. Don't add that. I'd be better off you saying, you know what? They just stopped playing football as a team.
Nah, they ain't stopped.
Clearly they did. As a team, they stopped playing. The offense, the defense,
the Colts
everything.
defense probably stepped up.
I think some of that blame goes to the head coach,
They
the
stepped up
offense
that
coordinator,
much?
the quarterback, and solely the
Like he
defense
said.
and defensive coordinator.
So we're gonna
Game of adjustments.
So we're gonna say that a defense who was not formidable at all. That Colts defense wasn't formidable all year long.
I couldn't tell in the second half.
So we're gonna say that they just flat out stopped a quarterback who was having a career year. By the way, Alex Smith was having a career year at that time, a career year. We're gonna just say they just came out with the juggernaut.
Okay, so if you remember that game, did the Colts not make key defensive stops and turnovers in that game?
Yes, they did.
In the second half?
Yes.
They did.
Give some credit to the Colts defense, though, dog.
I'm not slighting them.
Man, it's a slight because
no,
it's all
no.
on Alex Smith.
No, I'm not
But that-
slighting them.
He was going against that Colts defense that you're speaking highly of.
This is what I'm saying.
They stymied him. They discombobulated him. He
Like-
couldn't do anything.
Okay, so is that all on him, or is that offensive coordinator for not making adjustments?
Maybe he
At
did.
some point,
But
at some
quarterback still
point,
has to make the throws.
at some
Man.
point, we have to.
Who was some of his offensive threats on that team?
The same dudes that's out there
The
right
same
now.
ones that's there?
The same guys that's out there right now.
Minus
Tyreek Hill.
Minus
Did-
Kareem Hunt.
Did he
and
have
minus
Tyreek
Kareem
Hill and
Hunt.
Tyreek Hill?
But they had trouble.
Did he have Kareem Hunt?
They had Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce was out there. He
Okay,
had weapons.
That's one guy.
He had
That's
weapons.
one
bro.
guy.
He had weapons.
His receivers were trash.
He had enough to get up 28
He
points.
had enough to get up 20.
They had a
How?
great first half,
Thank you.
which
How are they
happens
trash,
Thank you.
in the
though?
league. Come
Thank you.
on, man.
Come on, Bill. How were they trash and they were up
Who was
28?
their running back,
They
man?
were up 28.
Was he a
Sarkandrick West
1,400-yard
was there,
back?
brother. Sarkandrick West was there, brother.
Charkandrick West.
But hold on. Time out. This was the same dude. Hold on. Whoa. This is coming out of your mouth, Bill. You said he was capable. You said that.
He is.
Okay then. So what?
But
so we gonna make an excuse
He's
for him
going to
now?
come down to life.
So we're gonna make an
at
excuse
some
for
point.
him now?
No, he's going to come back to life. of
Okay,
who
well
he
just say
is.
that. Don't make no excuse for
What's
him.
his name?
But we're
Bill?
not going to say it's Charkandrick West.
He was there. We saw what's the name fill in for Le'Veon Bell quite well this year, didn't we?
Yeah, he did.
Nobody said a
Yeah.
word. Oh,
But
he's having
but-
better numbers than Le'Veon Bell ever had at this.
But
That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying.
Charkandrick in the second half came back to who Charkandrick really is.
So okay,
Charkandrick.
So let's not mention backup running backs ever again.
No,
right?
we're not
no,
saying that.
No, that's what we're saying.
No, it's not what
that's
we're
exactly
saying.
what we're saying.
What we're saying is that's Charkandrick West.
So what?
Brother.
That was James Conner. That was James Conner. He ain't Le'Veon Bell.
He sure
He
ain't.
ain't even close. But folks were saying, well, the Steelers are doing better without him.
Just
I
like
would.
Timmy Smith had a great Super Bowl.
Yes.
Timmy Smith.
Timmy.
Man,
And Timmy
stop.
went back to being who Timmy is.
Don't mention nobody named Timmy, dog. Don't.
Timmy went back to who Timmy is,
Let's leave
man.
Timmy
That's
out.
why he's.
Leave Timmy out of this.
That's why he wasn't in the league no more than like 1 or 2 years after that.
Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Yeah, man, Goose Thomas, this is ridiculous, bro.
Charkandrick West in the building.
Bill Logan
we
in the
are
building.
now sliding NFL players now. That's
We
what
have
we doing.
a phone call, man. Phone caller, what's your name and what's your question?
Unbelievable.
This is Darren Pencil Sharper.
Hey! You were allowed a phone call?
Darren Pencil
It's been a long
Sharpner.
time, fellas. It's been a long time.
They gave you a phone call, brother?
They gave me a phone call. I've been in solitary for a long, long time.
I wonder why.
Damn.
I wonder
Well,
why.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
We had a special event at the prison,
Oh.
and we had a special guest DJ.
Oh.
It was Prince Marky D from the
Okay.
Fat Boys.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
And
Okay.
I put in a request for him to play Wipeout. He said no, so I had to hit him with my Fat Boy.
Oh. Whoa. Whoa.
So they sent me to the hole.
Let me
Yikes.
To the hole.
Yikes. Yikes! I think
did
you
hear
started
the
out in
show
the
last
hole.
To the hole.
I did
That's
hear the
tough.
show last week. I want to say congratulations to Mr. Dre.
Oh,
Yes, indeed,
appreciate
man.
it, man. Appreciate it, man.
Do you know back in the day, we used to call him Andre Smooth Moves Bailey?
Smooth
Yeah.
moves.
And
Yikes!
I thought maybe it was because of his moves on the basketball court.
Uh-oh.
And he said, no, that's not what that's from. And then I said, well, must be your ways with the ladies.
Whoa.
And he said, no, that's not where that's from. I said,
Uh-oh.
well, where's that from?
Wow.
He leaned over and whispered to me and told me. I said, man, you need a new nickname.
This is coming from the guy that can't seem to keep his. Now we're going to get personal,
Yes.
Darren Pencil Sharpener, because I'm glad you called. I'm
Yes.
glad you were actually allowed your 5-minute phone call, because we need to get deep into what's been going on with you, sir. This is coming from a guy that has not fared well with the ladies
Oh,
in recent history.
tragic.
As a matter
Tragic.
of fact, not faring well with the ladies has landed you with a prison sentence right now.
Ouch.
Well, let's just say I did better when my medicine cabinet was stocked. How's that?
Yikes. Wow. Wow. Wow.
But there's a few things you should know about me. Do you want to take the Darren Pencil Sharpener trivia quiz?
Let's
you know
do
what?
it.
I'm scared, but let's go with it.
Okay. It's very short. Who's my favorite baseball player of all time?
Oh, God.
Big Poppy.
Nope. You give up?
Yep.
I give up, man.
It's Babe Ruthie.
Oh, God.
Babe
Roofie.
Roofie, though.
Roofie.
My favorite, second one, I only got three, so it won't take a long time. My favorite Supreme Court justice of all time.
Oh, snaps.
God. Oh, God.
Let's hear it.
Ruthie Bader Ginsburg.
Come on, man.
Get your boy.
Oh, my God.
They need to take your 5
One
minutes
more.
away.
Yeah.
For real. You know they're recording
more.
this, right?
One more, then I'm back in the hole. I'll disappear for another 6 months. My favorite, you guys got to help me with this one. My favorite candy bar.
Babe Roofie.
No, Snickers.
Why is that?
I like Snickers.
Okay.
Do you got some money on your books, man?
Oh, my God.
I mean, we know you got money on your phone, but can you like get commissary? Like, I
I
mean,
can get commissary, sure.
okay. All right, man. I mean, you made enough money in your NFL career. I would like to think
Yeah.
that you have money on your books, man.
Let's just say I had some settlements to make
Wow.
and leave it at that.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to tell you this, man. We appreciate you always being a follower of Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio.
Oh,
Uh,
do we?
Well, I mean, we got somebody on the inside that's behind the walls that's actually listening.
Hey, I'm with that.
Yeah.
That's
And,
actually listen. It's
and
free
te-
people that don't listen.
And tell Bill Cosby, man, that I said what's up.
Well, if this game was any good, I'd be watching it. But since it's a blowout, I had figured I'd call you guys.
Wow.
Ouch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Darren Pencil Sharpener
In the building.
In the building.
in the building.
We appreciate
Hey,
you.
one more question for you.
Go ahead.
I saw the pictures from last week's show on the app there. Who's that dude sitting under the Bruce Lee poster? Did he break into the studio or what happened? How did he get in there?
I'm the newbie here, just trying to fit in.
Let me find out. You trying to fit in.
Fit in.
Darren
All
Pencil
right, guys,
Sharpener.
time to head back. Good talking as always.
Wow.
Enjoy that beans and bread.
Oh, my God.
Darren Pencil
Ouch.
Sharpener.
Ouch. He
Wow.
got a bum rap or no?
baby.
No, he didn't get a
He
bum
sure
rap.
didn't.
He got exactly what he
No.
deserved.
In the Me Too movement didn't put him behind bars either.
No, it wasn't the Me
No.
Too. It wasn't the
No.
Me Too movement.
No.
No, it wasn't.
No.
Wow.
He just
Wow.
got found straight guilty.
Yeah, we're not gonna even waste time with you.
In you go.
Look,
In
we
you go,
got
brother.
we got two more. We got a couple of games
Yes.
this weekend, man. We got the Rams today
Mhm.
against them young Cowboys,
Yes, sir.
and we picked already. I'm interested in hearing what Sherm has to say on this one, but I chose the actual Cowboys to win this game.
I'm actually with you with it.
Mhm.
I think, look, the Rams are heavy favorites, but the Rams don't have a home field advantage against anybody right now. That Coliseum got 49er fans and Saints fans and, Cowboy fans there because everybody's transplanted. So I don't think it's going to be a home field advantage. I think the offensive line and Zeke Elliott is going to pound them, and that Cowboys defense is going to come alive with DeMarcus Lawrence coming up the middle. You got Van Der Esch, Jalen Smith balling right now. I see them taking away Todd Gurley. Now, Sean McVay and Jared Goff, Brandon Cooks, they got a potent offense, but it's been dead for the last couple weeks.
Mhm.
Chicago showed that you can stifle that offense. And I see the Cowboys, as much as it pains me to want to have to look at our page afterwards, between Bill and Sean.
I don't
and
do a whole
everybody
bunch.
else.
I don't
I
do a whole
don't
bunch.
want to see it.
You don't, but you do for other teams, though.
I don't
But-
do a whole bunch.
I see the Cowboys winning this game outright.
By how much?
27-23.
Oh, okay. Well,
decent score.
yeah, that's a decent score.
That's decent.
Close game. I think it'll be a close game too.
Yeah.
You know.
I got the Cowboys winning too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think Quan's the only one that has the Rams.
Yeah,
in here.
Quan's
He wasn't.
by 14.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
By
Yeah, yeah,
14.
Yeah,
Yikes.
yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, he does.
By 14.
You will be Kwanstradamus if that happens. I'll get you a T-shirt
Give me a
made.
T-shirt. Hashtag it.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
Yeah,
Get one for Bill too.
Rams by 14. Oh no, I don't
That'd
want
be
that
classic.
T-shirt.
That'd be classic.
I don't want that T-shirt.
That would be classic.
Keep that T-shirt.
I got the Cowboys winning too. Like Sherm alluded to, there's really no clear-cut home field advantage with them playing at the Coliseum. I think Jared Goff comes back down to earth. He's been playing well over the past couple of games, but people have failed to mention that he played against my woeful 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. But I just think when you talk about playoff football, and I've mentioned this several times before, this is nothing new. When you talk about playoff football, the hottest team generally fares better than anyone else. And right now, as we speak, the Dallas Cowboys are the hotter team. Now you had, LA, had a bye in the first round. So you there's really nothing to flat out compare here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking at groove. I'm looking at, you being in sync. And right now, the Cowboys are playing in sync. They're playing with a groove. And it's going to be tough, even coming off of a bye that the Rams are coming off of, to match that groove and that sync that the Cowboys have. And this is purely unbiased. I'm definitely not a Cowboy fan. I'm definitely not a Rams fan. This is just me speaking objectively. And objectively, you have to go with the hotter team here. And the hotter team is the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, Quan, we want to know why people should go with the Rams, or why the Rams
Definitely don't
should be favored.
Definitely don't put money on that.
But 14 points?
No, I'm just trolling on that. If it really depends on what Goff does. Goff is going to make or break this game because he's been playing garbage the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Where I mentioned he went from being an MVP candidate before Cooper Kupp went out to when his boy went out, he doesn't know how to play anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it really depends on what he does in this game. But I think he'll have a good game. And both defenses are good. Dallas's defense has been playing better lately. But I really think the vets on the Rams defense are going to step up. It's playoff time.
Ooh, Sam Darnold. Ouch.
He might hurt somebody today.
Sam Darnold may hurt somebody.
Might hurt somebody today.
Aaron talking about
Aaron Donald may hurt somebody, man.
Well, that's with every game.
He'll be going up against Zach Martin and
it's gonna be tough.
But I really think the running backs, whoever has the better game between Zeke and Gurley wins the game.
See, now we spoke of Aaron Donald, right? And we already know his prowess. We already know what he can do as a defensive tackle, right? So you have somebody next to him named Dominic Sue, right? Who has he's played underwhelming this year. To put it lightly, he's been very underwhelming to me. I know he was brought in to be, that plug guy or whatever the case may be, but he hasn't even done that. If you've watched the games, Aaron Donald constantly faces double teams, right?
Every game,
constantly, over and over again. To me, and I'm no defensive guru. I've always played offense my entire life, so I'm no defensive guru. But looking at that, if my two interior D tackles are big time forces, and Dominic Sue is a big time force. Let's make no mistake about it. He's a force. But one of them is constantly catching double teams, and I'm leaving this unstoppable force, constant force, one-on-one. And he's not making plays. What does that tell me as a D-line coach and as a defensive coordinator? What are you doing, sir, where you're not getting off of blocks and getting to the quarterback? Because we're seeing an unprecedented year by Aaron Donald. 18 and a half sacks by a D tackle. That's insane.
20? Did he hit 20?
He might have hit 20. 20 sacks by a defensive tackle is unreal. Last time we saw that was John Randall, right?
Yeah.
Those are defensive end, rush end, D end numbers that we're seeing from a defensive tackle. That's not supposed to happen. So we know he's otherworldly. I've said this for the better part of 3 years now. Aaron Donald had it not been for Patrick Mahomes' awesome year this year, he could have been the MVP of the league.
And when last time you seen that?
Entire league.
When last time you seen a defensive lineman win the MVP?
And he had 20 and a half.
20 and a half sacks.
It's been since the 70s.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? And when I said that the Cowboys were going to win this game, Darnold never even crossed my mind. It's almost making me second guess what I picked, but I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the
guess.
Don't
second guess, brother.
It is what it is.
Second guess.
Oh, you
brother.
want me to second guess?
Yeah, second guess, brother.
Okay,
Don't let that man,
brother.
I should do it.
Bait.
I should do it,
bait,
but I'm not gonna do it.
Listen, Bill's getting nervous at all you guys picked his team.
Yes, he is.
He's getting nervous that everybody picked his
He's
team.
sweating up under that hat.
No, I'm not. My thing is, Cat's finally seeing the Cowboys for who
Man,
they are.
stop it.
You know what?
Ain't nobody seeing them
It's not
for
even
nothing.
that. It's not that. It's not that. This is purely football. This is
Lip
purely
turned up. I
football.
ain't seeing them for nothing.
This is purely football. This is purely looking at playoff football for exactly what it's been since as long as I can remember. The hotter team tends to win football games in the playoffs. That's just what it is, man. Not the better football team. The hotter football team. Because
But
if
they are what we thought they were.
Okay, well, who?
Pretty much.
Okay, well, who's the better football team?
on paper, the Rams are the better football team.
Really?
No, absolutely.
Really?
No
Yeah,
question.
on paper,
On
yeah.
paper,
They-
yes.
on paper,
How?
they're the better
Why?
football team. They got the better. They have the better people in skill positions. They got overall. They have a better offense.
It's a wash running back. Okay, that's equal.
Overall, they
that's
got a better.
equal.
Just
Hold on,
overall,
hold
they
on,
got a
hold on,
better
That's
hold on.
equal, right?
Gurley's better than Elliott.
That's equal, right?
That's not a wash.
No, that's not a wash.
No, I ain't saying a wash, but I'm saying that's
Hey, running back is
It ain't
not a wash.
equal.
It's not
It's
equal.
It ain't
not
equal.
equal?
No,
Not to me.
Why not?
no.
I think so.
Gurley is better than Elliott.
He's better?
Yes.
How?
Huh?
If he is,
Come
it's
on.
barely. If he is, it's barely.
Who was a better
Because
running
they
back?
because
Who was
they
a better
using because they using more in the passing game. Well, they used they used Zeke in the passing game a lot this
Zeke
year
caught
too.
77 passes
Yes,
this year.
thank
he didn't
you.
do bad.
Thank you.
No, he didn't do
Ain't-
bad.
Nobody said he did
Thank
better.
you.
No, he didn't do bad.
I'm saying a better running back. I'll take Gurley.
Okay.
I wouldn't
And
argue.
if Le'Veon played this year, I'll pick Le'Veon.
Okay.
So that's not really saying
Yeah,
much.
It's not a
slight.
I think Jared Goff is the better quarterback, and I think you even agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give,
Not in the past
I'll
4
give-
weeks.
He's
I'll
not playing
give-
better right
I'll
now.
give-
He's not
He's
playing
playing
better.
right
That's
now.
the thing.
I'll
He's not
give-
playing better.
I'll give their quarterback a slight edge.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
I
I'll
would
give him a
take
slight
Dak
edge.
right now
But
over.
we've
Goff.
seen
now.
Dak in
Right
the playoffs.
now.
We've
Sure.
seen Dak in the playoffs,
Yeah.
and his only playoff appearance other than last week, he was toe to toe with Aaron Rodgers.
Mhm.
His stats and his play was toe to toe with Aaron
Okay,
Rodgers.
but let's not. Don't bring up Aaron Rodgers. He's not Aaron Rodgers.
I ain't saying he was Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers. I
yeah.
said
Aaron Rodgers ain't
he-
Aaron Rodgers right now.
He
so-
played just as well as Aaron Rodgers in that playoff game.
Yeah, he's not Aaron Rodgers though.
Didn't say that.
I know. I'm just being petty because people were doing the same thing to me about
And
the
how
Kobe
has Jared Goff done in his playoff appearances?
None. Not great at all.
Okay. Okay.
But
Receivers.
I mean, minus Cooper Kupp.
Minus
I mean,
Cooper Cup.
no, give me the Ram.
You got
the
Brandon.
Ram.
You got Brandon Cooks. I think they're
And
better.
Woods.
I think
Brandon
they're better
Cooks
at tight
and-
end.
and-
Robert
and-
Woods.
and Amari Cooper even each other out. But
Okay,
you got
sure.
Robert
Thank you.
Woods
You got
over
Robert
there.
Woods.
Cowboys
Okay.
don't have nobody else.
You got Gallup, but Gallup hasn't been playing well. I mean, they put a lot of faith in him, and he hasn't been playing well.
Yeah, the Rams receivers and the Rams secondary.
He caught a touchdown last week.
Ooh.
Yeah, he did.
But the Rams didn't play
Cool.
last week. So
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
it's-
Gallup caught a touchdown last week.
Well, I'm gonna tell you,
And
Facebook
you're down
followers.
Allen
Defense,
Hurns. You're down Allen
defense,
Hurns.
defense.
I'm still.
The Cowboys' defense has been playing way better than the Rams' defense.
They have,
Yeah.
but Aqib Talib, Marcus
He's old.
Peters,
Marcus
those
Peters
are
hurt.
better than any
He's
Cowboys
old.
corners.
He's old,
Old.
and you're gonna see that tonight.
Dudes ain't even 30.
Who's old?
Who's not old? Who's not?
Who's old?
Aqib Talib's not 30. You
Right.
want to really check that?
Yeah,
But
he's
Marcus
up there.
Peters isn't.
Marcus Peters not.
I ain't
Marcus
say Marcus Peters. I said
He said to leave.
But-
Talib.
Talib
But
is
Mark
30.
Barron, Lamarcus Joyner,
Talib's 30.
their secondary is
it's-
phenomenal when they all play together.
Play-
when
play-
they play
player
together.
for player.
32
Okay, there you go.
to leave.
Player for player though. I
Is that old?
the Cowboys
I got one foot in the
linebackers
grave
are
then, if
better.
that's the case.
That's
on
crazy.
defense, the Cowboys
the
linebackers
interior,
are
the
better.
interior D line is better than Dallas Cowboys. Yes.
Yeah,
Outside rushers, I give the edge to the Cowboys.
true. DeMarcus Lawrence is a beast,
Yeah, he's a monster.
but that's the only them and your linebackers.
So when
are
we
better.
discuss the better football team, you can go many ways where the matchups are kind of
So
even.
at worst
except
they're
for
even.
coaching,
So at worst they're even.
Okay, well, what has Sean McVay done coaching in the playoffs?
Nah.
Jason Garrett,
And
Sean
Jason,
McVay.
we know what Jason Garrett's done.
He don't wanna
ain't
listen.
done
He don't wanna hear
nothing. He ain't done nothing. So we know
I'm gonna give
that.
you the answer. He ain't did nothing.
I'm
gonna give it to you. He ain't done
I'll say
nothing.
that.
I don't want you to say that. I'm
I'll
gonna
say
it.
that.
He's done nothing.
He's done nothing.
He better grow one of those
He
5
has
o'clock
one win
shadows.
though.
Go on 5 o'clock
He has
shadow. I
one.
think he'll be.
He
I
has
think he'll
one
be
win.
good.
He
Yeah,
has one
does.
win.
He does.
More than Sean McVay.
I mean, the
Sure.
Rams were 13-3, Cowboys were 10-6. So if you want to,
And Cowboys was 13-3 2 years ago.
Okay, we're not talking about the history
And they didn't
channel.
get a Super Bowl just like
you're talking about who's the better team right now. I'm just giving you stats, facts. Don't spill it.
I got it.
Don't break the bottle. That's $30.
Yeah,
Boy, it's gonna
45.
be more than that.
45.
It was only 25 on eBay. So if
I
you
like
guys are
my team
listening,
tonight. I like my
there's
team
a better
tonight.
deal out there.
You like your team tonight.
I like my team.
Well,
tonight.
get
I
ready.
like them too.
Get ready for the memes either way.
Yeah,
I like them.
either way.
Either way, whether you win or lose.
We've been getting memes for the last 22 years.
And it's going to be
Strong.
23 if y'all lose this game.
So it don't matter. It don't matter.
But in the end, I think we all, other than Quan, had picked the Cowboys anyway.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. So tomorrow,
We just gonna hate you tomorrow because we know what you gonna be doing.
two very interesting games. Very, very interesting football games tomorrow.
Yeah.
These
took the
are
Chargers.
these are very, very interesting football games. You got the Patriots coming off a bye. As bad as they played this year, and people would deem it bad, even though they had a remarkable home record.
They
11,
played the
11 and
Jets,
5.
Buffalo, and Miami.
Look, man, they won them. People said the same thing about the Chargers. Oh, they didn't play anybody. Well, they're in the playoffs. They went 12-4. So what? So what? They lined up against the league, against whoever the league put them in front of. Period. Done deal. They lined up against who the league put them in front of. It ain't they didn't make the schedule.
It's true.
So you got the Chargers at Foxborough.
I already picked the Patriots in
Chargers.
Foxborough.
I took the Chargers.
Now,
But let me tell you this. If the Patriots lose, I got a meme for Felicia Fye that may
Oh,
make
I'm
her
already
disappear for at least 6 months.
6 months?
6 months on this one?
Ooh, this one's worse.
Yikes.
This is
It ain't
worse
worse
than,
than it ain't worse than the flapjack.
it's
one.
worse than the
No, it's not.
flapjack.
No, it's not.
Yes,
I
it
refuse
is.
to believe
Can't
that.
be.
I
Yes,
refuse
it
to believe
is.
that. I'm not going to believe that until I see it.
Boy,
Thanks.
okay. I'm gonna show you a preview tonight.
How about you just post
Thank
it
you.
regardless?
Nope. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna honor my bet with Felicia that I didn't honor last year because I was in my feelings. I'm gonna actually wear a Patriots T-shirt.
Okay. That's good.
Because-
Good for you, man.
Because I
When?
lost a bet,
Good for
When?
you, brother.
huh?
When?
During that game
Oh,
tomorrow. So that means I got
At home.
from now to then to where, and I'm gonna take a picture in it.
you at home?
Take a picture in it.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm gonna leave it up to Vance to put all type of Jordan faces on it and do whatever you need to do. But I'm honoring a bet, and I think that is the respectable thing to do is to honor your bet. If you lose a bet, you need to pay the price.
Turnover. Chiefs.
Colts get it.
Colts get it.
How you not wrap that up though?
That's
If you're
insane.
the Chiefs receiver, how you not
Unbelievable.
wrap that up? It's sitting in your lap.
Darius Leonard creates the fumble and recovers it,
Ouch.
and he's an All-Pro as a rookie.
It's about it's
Third quarter, 45 seconds left.
Yep.
Third
Chiefs
quarter.
up 24-7.
Still 24-7. Now, are we going to blame this on the offensive coordinator for not scoring in the third quarter, or
Every game is different.
No.
Alex Smith ain't playing. Every game is
Okay.
different.
Anyway,
Being up 17 should be enough.
should be enough. So are we
Damn,
going
but 28 wasn't.
So 28 wasn't. 28 wasn't enough, but 17 is.
No. I said 28 points should have been enough, but they made adjustments.
Oh, this is ridiculous. I
They
cannot
made
believe this.
they made adjustments,
so
right?
oh God,
So-
that is horrible.
That's what Dre said.
Andre, that is horrible.
That's what Dre said.
Andre,
Oh,
Andre.
Ugh.
Come on, bro.
ugh.
Come on, bro.
I can't wait.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh boy. Yeah, Felicia, y'all better not lose tomorrow.
Y'all better not lose
Please.
tomorrow.
Don't lose tomorrow.
Please don't
You
lose.
better make
Yeah,
a call.
I want him to lose.
Make a phone
Yeah,
call.
I want that on the.
You
I
better
want
make
that
a phone
on the
call.
page.
You better make a phone call.
I want that on the
Oh, it's gonna
page.
be on
You
there.
better
I
call
want
Tom
it on the
Terrific and
page.
tell him
I want it on the
don't lose
page.
this football game.
I want it
That'll
on the
be bad.
page.
Chargers at Pats, though. This is a tricky one for me.
Pats. I got Pats
Extremely tricky for me.
by 10.
Now you're asking the Patriots to go East Coast twice and win a playoff football game.
The Chargers, you mean?
The Chargers, I mean.
Yeah.
You're asking them to go to the East Coast twice to win playoff football games, bro.
Who you got in that game, Sean?
That's tough.
I think the Chargers are a much better team.
They
but
are.
based
They
on
are.
what Goose just said, going back to the
that's
East Coast
tough.
is difficult. I'm gonna pick the Chargers for these reasons only.
Andrew
You
Luck
got-
gives it back.
Right back.
Yikes.
There you go.
You got Joey Bosa, and you got
Strip sack.
Melvin Ingram on the side.
Mm.
They're both rushing. Derwin James in the secondary. The Patriots got no receivers. Their linebackers coach Brian Flores is going to get the Miami job, so he's a little distracted. Tom Terrific is talking about, I'm prepared for this. I ain't really got to watch film and all those type of things. I'm gonna and Phillip Rivers has never beat Tom Brady. I think that there's just something gifted about them this season. They put up 23 points on Baltimore's defense. New England's defense ain't that good.
They're not.
Give me the Chargers this game.
Well, the only reason I picked the Patriots is because they are playing at home, and it's Tom Brady. But Gordon is not healthy, bros. And
he's not.
They're going to need a healthy Gordon in order to beat this Patriots team. I'm sorry.
I think he's a little more healthy than he was.
Yeah.
He had a setback though on last week, and I'm not sure how technology is just crazy. I mean, with the treatment and what he can go through, but I'm not gonna discount Melvin Gordon at all. But like you said, looking on paper, San Diego's offense is much better, and I trust them to travel to the East Coast to win a football game. But 2 of them in a row? I just can't, bro. I cannot do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it. And I will go with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick to pull this out at home.
Yeah,
I will.
They've pulled out enough. It's time for them to go.
Well, you can't base it off of that, Will. You can't,
Exactly.
you can't base it off of you tired of seeing them.
That part.
You can't do that. You can't.
I'm tired of seeing it.
You can't. We all tired. I'm
boss.
tired of them too.
Tired, boss.
I'm sick of them.
Well,
Sick.
evidently you're not tired. You're picking them.
I'm not going to base me being sick off sick of them off of facts.
basing
Thank you.
I'm not going to do
Just
that.
like everybody basing the Cowboys losing because they tired of us.
No, we're used to you
know
guys
what?
not making the playoffs.
That's
That's
no,
all.
used to that. Everybody's used to that.
When
That's
last time y'all
fine.
made the playoffs other than this year? Gotcha.
15.
So, 15 what?
2015.
Yeah,
Okay,
It's been a while though.
They won. They got
that's 4 years ago.
They got a playoff.
Come on,
Anyway,
man.
We're used to you guys not making it further than the first round.
while I agree that the
No,
San
16.
Diego
We made it
Chargers
16.
have the better weapons offensively, especially at the receiver spot. Especially at the receiver spot. That's not even a debate. At the receiver spot, especially with Mike Williams coming on like he has
Yeah.
in the past 5-6 weeks. He's playing outside of his mind. 2 times in the Eastern Time Zone.
Nah, man.
We got to think logic here, man. 2 straight weeks traveling to the Eastern Time Zone to play a playoff football game. We got to take that into consideration, man. We have to. And I believe in Phillip Rivers. I do.
We can't waffle when we do these things.
Just not in this situation.
Just call it what it is.
I just did.
I'm going with the Chargers to upset them tomorrow.
But not because you
in
tired of them. You can't do that.
Foxborough.
You can't do that because you tired of them.
I can do
No,
it.
you can't.
I'm 54 years old.
can't.
I can't.
So what? You can't do that. I'm tired of them. I ain't gonna give no reasons why. I'm just tired of them.
Tired
Give me
of
the
'em.
Chargers. No,
I think no.
That's still Tom Brady over there, man.
But you're saying a football team that travels.
Yes.
They traveled.
We gotta
and
take
they've
this into consideration,
They've
though.
had some big wins on the road this year,
Sure.
so they can do it this week.
I'm not saying that they can't.
I'm saying they are.
Okay, and you're emphatic about it. I see it in your
I
eyes,
am.
brother.
Because I want that picture
See,
on the page tomorrow.
That's why. That's his motivation. That's
that
his
picture
motivation right
on
there,
the
man. I love
page
it, baby.
tomorrow.
I love it.
You won't see
gotta
the
love
reaction
it.
though because you blocked her, right?
Right.
You got to unblock her for the reaction.
But I could be like Dre. I could just imagine the reaction.
Either way, it can be a tight
I
squeeze.
can
regardless.
imagine the reaction.
I'll give you my login so you can check in.
That part. That part.
I could just imagine.
Look, Belichick, Tom Brady, Julian Edelman, Gronk, Sony Michel. Give me the Pats, man. Give me the Pats.
Okay.
Moving on to the nightcap.
Ooh.
This is a very interesting football game. Philly has to go to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Saints coming off a bye. Philly hot. Sorta.
They lukewarm.
They're a little lukewarm. Last week they did enough because, I mean, let's just think about it. You can blame Cody Parkey all you want to, but without him, they
The
only
ball
scored
was
6 points.
touched, though.
The ball was tipped. Regardless of that fact, though, he had 9 of their points. He kept them in the football game.
Yeah.
So you can blame him all you want. Without him, you wouldn't have been in the football
Bro,
game.
let me tell you something.
According to the trend.
When you're kicking a field goal, and it is tipped or touched, it can change the trajectory of that ball.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
And that's what happened.
It wasn't a missed kick because he just flat out missed it. It was touched, which means someone missed an assignment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Allowed too much penetration.
Penetration.
Well, is
The
it
penetration ain't all that bad.
I was
Always
finna say.
bad.
Right.
I was finna say, is it bad to have too much penetration?
That's what she said.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Too
So,
much penetration ain't bad.
I'm
in
still
certain
sticking.
situations.
I'm still sticking with the New Orleans Who Dat Saints to win this game against the Eagles.
So it's going to be Who Dat versus We Them Boys next week. Oh, that's going to be.
So you don't want to see an all NFC East, NFC Championship.
I just think that right now, that the Saints and Drew Brees, they're on a mission. I really think that they feel that they can win a Super Bowl.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but with less than a month ago, didn't the Saints just beat the Eagles 48-7?
They did.
So even if you've made the proper adjustments, we're talking about 40-point adjustment.
Hey, look, dog. This is the playoffs.
Maybe
regular
the
season
adjustment.
out of the
maybe
window.
the adjustment is Nick Foles.
40?
It might be.
Nick Foles still ain't better quarterback than Alex Smith. I thought so. Keep going, though.
Some Philly fans might think so.
Man, stop it.
Nick Foles has a Super Bowl.
Ooh.
Rings are the only thing that matter.
Ooh.
With
Per
that-
Laker fan.
but maybe the adjustment is Nick Foles.
Maybe the adjustment is everybody's healthy now, and Nick Foles didn't have to ride the up and down wave and the ebbs and flows of a regular season. Now he just hops in the fold, and everybody's healthy and playing well, and now he's the folk hero. Man, if y'all don't stop it, man, y'all need to quit, man. Acting like y'all ain't never watched football before. Stop it. Oh, Nick Foles over Carson Wentz, man. If y'all don't quit. If y'all don't quit and act like Carson Wentz wasn't the MVP before he tore his knee up,
that's right.
Stop it, man. Quit it. Quit it right now.
Stop putting chips in Nick Foles' pocket, man.
Stop
Please.
it. Because this the same Nick Foles that got criticized coming out of the University of Arizona saying that he couldn't pass the football. Y'all think we forgot about that?
After he won the Super Bowl, yeah.
Come on, dog.
He still won the Super Bowl, though.
I understand. Yeah,
and Carson Wentz has 2 major injuries,
Bro.
so is he going to be the player everybody expected him to be with a back injury now?
So let's bring it back. They said the same thing about Andrew Luck. They called him a bust. They called him everything but a child of God. All he did was come back and throw 39 touchdowns and be second in the league in doing so.
You compared Andrew Luck to or Wentz to Luck?
Sure. Why not?
Gosh.
Why not? Everyone else does.
You can't because he's got injured again.
Andrew Luck just came off a major injury.
Yeah, but
same stuff.
Yeah,
nothing different.
No.
Nothing different.
No.
What's the difference?
So-
It was one injury, though. This dude's had two
a
injuries.
major one.
Knee,
It's
and
a
now he has a
major
broke
injury.
back.
That is a major.
But this was a major
so,
injury.
So does major injury come into play? Is it a factor?
Yeah, when you're talking about keeping a player versus not keeping
When you're
a player,
talking
does.
about legacy,
dump Carson
that
Wentz and
injury-
keep Nick Foles and see what you get. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
when you're talking about legacy, does injury become a factor?
Yeah.
in a lot of cases,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
Sure
I
it
can't
does.
wait till Monday.
Nick Foles could be the injury-prone quarterback for the rest of his career.
That's true.
So remember when we were talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick should replace Jameis Winston? Remember that talk?
I never said
He
that.
still should.
I never
Should
said
he?
that.
Should he?
What?
Should he?
Jameis
I
is
never
horrible.
said that.
What? And what is Ryan
They're
Fitzpatrick?
both horrible.
But
So
but
You take the less of the.
I'm taking the younger guy.
I'm taking a better guy.
He's still a better quarterback. Still.
How?
What you mean how? He's still the better quarterback. He just is. That's the eye test.
Pick
Because of what he
Fitz?
did in college?
Pick
Or-
Fix.
No.
Wait, Jameis Winston is a 4,000 yard a season quarterback. He's probably better than Matt Stafford.
We watched Ryan Fitzpatrick throw 6 interceptions in a football game, guys. We watched this physically with our own eyes.
So Fitzpatrick is not a good quarterback?
Didn't say he wasn't good.
Fitzpatrick
I just said he wasn't better
is
than
Peterman with longevity.
That's it.
Man, stop it. Peterman's worse.
Ah,
I cannot believe that you guys said Fitzpatrick is Peterman.
with longevity.
No, he's not Peterman.
Not at all.
Yeah.
He's not. No,
No.
not at
There's
all.
nobody on Peterman's level ever. Ever.
Apparently,
Ryan
and the
Lee.
Raiders
He's not a better
signed
quarterback
him.
than Jameis Winston.
And the
John
Raiders signed him.
Gruden agrees with you on that side.
Yeah,
he-
John Gruden
thinks
signed
nobody's
him
on
to a
his level.
contract to back up
That's
Derek
tough.
Carr,
Mm.
the Peterman,
You should sign to the practice
Peterman.
squad.
the Peterman.
Mm.
Woo!
Get rid of it. It was it's a reason why, because Nick Foles could have got his bag last year. After last year's Super Bowl win, he could have got his
Well, it
bag.
looks like if he
So,
wins this game, he's
if-
gonna get another one.
If he was that confident in himself, why didn't he test the market?
Well, he started the season with the Eagles as the starting quarterback.
Sure
and
he
went
did.
like 1-2.
Ooh,
I mean,
that's bad.
Well,
I
he
mean,
ended
it
up.
wasn't- They rushed Carson Wentz back. It obviously was because they rushed Carson Wentz right on back.
And they shouldn't have done that because what happened?
They probably shouldn't have.
But-
They probably shouldn't have. But it was a reason why they did.
Hmm.
Nick Foles wasn't doing that.
I
that
like-
good.
I like Nick Foles. I'm a
It was the
personal
reason why they
fan.
did, and they shouldn't have.
I'm a personal
should have
fan of Nick
trusted-
Foles
The what?
the
process.
in Philadelphia.
Trust.
It's all
The
over the place. The
process.
They
process
should have
goes from the
trusted the
gridiron
process.
to the basketball court.
Usher trusted the process too, and you
Yeah.
see what it did to his hair.
Got
So,
a nice little Gordon Hayward.
I mean, because Carson Wentz wasn't really playing all that well when he came
No,
back.
he
He
wasn't
sure
playing
wasn't.
crazy
Yeah.
well. No, not at all.
Your
not
guy,
at all.
your guy, Dre
Hey,
Bailey,
your man Goose Thomas.
Sherman the building.
Mr. Controversy himself, Bill Logan, man. We appreciate you guys, man, chiming into the show, man. We love it,
Saints tomorrow, by the way.
Saints.
I didn't clarify, but
Yeah, I'm
Saints
gonna pick the
tomorrow.
Saints too.
Saints
Yeah.
tomorrow.
man. You got Saints.
Saints.
We all
Saints
Saints.
tomorrow. Too much. Too
Oh,
much.
blowout.
Too much.
Blowout.
Too much.
If it's gonna be a blowout, I'm
Too
gonna put
much.
$100 on the Saints
Too
right
I
now.
think it's gonna be a
They
blowout.
just got too much, man. Too much.
And I got the Rams over the Cowboys.
Again.
And get your meme ready, because I got mine.
Got yours ready? Got it ready?
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys chiming into the show, man. Let the Ball Bounce, Sports Talk Radio, man. Every Saturday, 2 p.m., every Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. If you are not a fan of Let the Ball Bounce, that's fine.
What you waiting
Go
on,
tell
man?
somebody else about it. They may be a fan, man.
Yes, sir.
We love you guys, man. We appreciate you guys. And if you're scared,
You better go to church.
We have you surrounded. Come out with your hands up.